Okay, so just make sure you're in a safe and relaxed place where nothing and no one will disturb you. Have your full attention on this video. And just sit somewhere where you can just relax and unwind for a few minutes. Right, so in this session we're going to look at your beliefs, and we're going to show you how you can overcome these beliefs, how you can move forwards. So just focus on your breathing, close your eyes, focus on your breathing. Just focus on that breathing. Now, when you're breathing, I want you to move away from the shallow breathing, which is what you've been doing up till now, and I want you to focus on deep breathing. So just really focus on taking a deep breath in through your nose, expanding your chest, and allowing that breath to leave nice and slowly. And really just concentrate on that breathing. Take a deep breath into your nose and allow it to leave. That's it. Just relax. That's it. And just focus all your attention on your breathing. Just relax. And as you focus on your breathing, you can just unwind. It doesn't matter what the mind's doing. Just focus on your breathing. Take control. You're in control. Don't let that mind bully you. Don't let that mind try to take control, because you know where it takes you. You've been there too many times. It's part of overcoming your panic is taking responsibility. And that's the only way I overcame my own panic, was I had to take responsibility. I had to ask the difficult questions. I had to face the difficult solutions. I had to take control. I had to realise it wasn't down to anybody else, it was down to me, just like it's down to you. As much as we want someone to wave a magic wand and for it to all disappear and go, only we can do that for ourselves. And one of the ways we can relax is just focusing on our breathing. So just focus on your breathing now, just relax. That's right. Just unwind now. That's it. So I want you to think about a belief that's causing you a problem now. Bring up that belief. Now as you think about that belief, I just want you to be the observer. I just want you to observe that belief. I don't want you to engage with it. I want you to observe it. There's a difference. Just like you observe the TV, just like you observe the traffic when you're out walking, just like you observe people when you're out walking. It's the same thing here. I just want you to observe the belief, but allow it to be there. Allow it to be there as strong as it wants to be. And just notice that belief that you have about panic. This strong belief. I want you to notice how much sense that belief makes, because it doesn't make any sense, does it? It's really nonsensical. It's just illogical in many ways, because it flicks from one thing to the next. I just want you to just notice that belief. Noticing that belief. And ask that belief, what are you trying to do to help me? What are you trying to do to help me? And maybe it's trying to protect you. Maybe it's trying to eliminate the panic. Maybe it's worried that if you let something go, something else will happen. Sometimes people tell me that they're worried that if they go into quiet, that the panic will come back. Yeah, you don't understand, Sean. I managed to get quiet, but what if it comes back? Well, that's a belief. What if it comes back? Because what do you think will happen? If you have that thought, what if it comes back? What are you holding in mind? If the mind is creative and you get what you think, what do you think you're going to get if you hold in mind, what if it comes back? Of course, the panic's going to come back. And so whose fault's that? Is it the mind's fault? Because the mind just gave you what you were told it to give it to you. Or is it you? You need to think, who's in control? Who does this belief belong to? It belongs to you. Who decides to let it go? You do. So just notice this belief. And could you just allow it to be there? When you allow it to be there, it can just be there. And as it just remains there, you might notice a slight tension in your stomach or chest area, a slight resistance, an uncomfortableness. That's fine. Just open up the door over that feeling and just allow it to float and drift away. Just allow it to float and drift away now. Just allow it to float and drift away even more. That uncomfortable feeling, just open up the door, your stomach or chest area, and just allow that feeling to float and drift away. That's right, good, well done. Now you're just starting out, so go easy on yourself. If nothing's happening, it's okay. You're learning, just apply yourself, just go through the emotions. Again, the mind will become very strong in this process, in the early stages, but just go through the motions, open up the door like I've said, imagine the feeling leaving, just get that mind-body connection, and you'll be up and running in no time, okay? Because every time you think, you go back into the mind, and it disrupts what we're doing. Okay? So again, it's a lesson in responsibility, isn't it? Listen to the mind, get panicky. Don't listen to the mind, get quiet. Your choice. So what do you decide? You're going to decide to keep being bossed around by the mind, or are you going to listen to quiet? Focus on your breathing, relax. Okay. So, what would be the opposite of this belief? What's a more positive version of this belief? Okay. And could you just imagine holding that in mind? That positive version of that belief? How would it feel if you had that belief? That positive belief? Now, all roads lead to quiet, so I'm assuming that there's going to be an element of quietude about this, about having this belief. Your mind's going to go a little bit quiet. Okay, a little quieter than before. So imagine achieving this belief right now. How does it feel? It feels good, right? Okay, so that's good. Again, we're just taking it one step at a time. We're just taking things very slowly. We're not rushing. We're not having any preconceived concepts about what we're going to achieve. We're just taking it one step at a time, just allowing the process to unfold. Okay. So think about this belief. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most strongest belief, 1 being the least strong. Whereabouts are you now? Okay. Now, could you just allow that belief to be there? That negative belief, could you just allow it to be there? And just ask that belief, what is it you want me, what is it you're trying to do to help me? What is it you're trying to do to help me? What is it you're trying to do to help me? Okay. Now, whatever comes up, could you just imagine achieving that? If your mind says, oh, you know, you've got to work on this and then we can be safe, then could you just imagine doing it? If your mind says, I've got to do X before I can feel quiet, could you just do it now? Okay. And now just go back into your breathing, right? Just focus on your breathing. Bring in through your nose and out. And as you do that, as you focus on that breathing, just surround yourself in quietness. Surround everything in quiet, the whole belief. Just surround that whole belief in the feeling of quiet. Just surround that whole belief in a feeling of quiet now. And just surround your whole entire environment in quiet. Surround to the left of you in quiet. In front of you in quiet. To the right of you in quiet. And in front of you in quiet. Okay. And just surrender to quiet and just focus on your breathing and surrender to quiet. And surrender to quiet even more. And even more. And even just surrender to now. Just surrender to this moment now. The past is just a collection of past beliefs. It doesn't mean anything. The future hasn't happened yet, so why bother thinking about it? The only time that exists is now. Eckhart Tolle wrote a whole book on the power of now. What he's basically saying is get into quiet. And he could have just as easily have called it the power of quiet. So, could you just surrender to quiet now? If it helps, think of your safe place. That helps you get into a deeper level of quiet. Go ahead and do it. It's important you get a taste and an understanding of what quiet is. Because it's really going to accelerate your progress. It's not that you can't do it. It's just that you insist on listening to your mind. So surround that mind in quiet. That constant noise from the mind. Constantly interrupting, constantly going, what about this? Why is this? Why is it like this? Don't understand this, it's like this. So just surround all of that information. You don't need to know what it is. It's just noise. Just surround it in quiet. Surround it in that nice quiet feeling. Okay. And just drift deeper into quiet now. Paying attention to the sounds in your environment. Paying attention to the temperature in your environment. Paying attention to how it feels when you're sitting in your environment. Just notice every single thing in your environment. And this is how you can just be in tune with your environment. That's right. Okay. That's right, just relax. Just relax. And everything is okay. Everything is alright. Everything is okay. Everything is alright. Everything is okay. Everything is alright. Just relax. Good. Good. In a couple of seconds, I'm going to emerge from this state. Count from 1 to 5. On 5, we're going to emerge feeling relaxed and confident. So, as I count 1, all feelings of lightness and numbness return to their true and correct perspective, from the tips of your toes to the tops of your shoulder, from the tips of your fingers to the top of your head. Your whole body feels relaxed and confident right now. As I count 2, you're aware of what is above you, what is below you, what is to your left, what is to your right, and these feelings have the correct levels of importance to you and for you right now. As I count 3, all sights and sounds return to their correct pitch and tone to you and for you right now. As I count 4, you begin to accept that every time you listen to this track, you're going to go deeper and deeper into not just only the quietness, but also beginning to see the fallacy of these beliefs and just seeing them as noise that you don't have to listen to. And finally, on 5, you can begin to open those eyes, feeling a nice warm glow. You may feel a little dizzy, a little lightheaded. That's perfectly normal. I suggest you just take a few deep breaths, and as soon as you've taken a few deep breaths, just have a good old shake about, and you'll be ready to start your day going forwards. Okay, well, that's it for this hypnosis session. There are going to be many more like this dotted throughout the course. And of course, if you need anything specific from me, just reach out to me and we'll get that done. I'll get that done for you, I'll get that recorded for you, and I'll put that in your members area. Because again, this whole point about this course is it's personalised to yourself, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create personalised programs here so you get the most from what we're doing, rather than just having a generalised approach, which really doesn't help you at all. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you continue to get benefit from it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.